A long time ago, when I was 10, my brother, he had this notebook and he would create basically like these Endermen from Minecraft. He would create like OCs, like there would be Endermen of different colors and they would have different abilities. Now, I do not have access to this notebook. I don't know where it is. It's most likely thrown away, but if I could have shown you guys, I would. But yeah, anyways, there would be, for example, there'd be like a fire Enderman, a water Enderman, and whatnot. So, pretty basic like powers like in any fictional setting. Now, something very cool he did, like something very creative he did. For example, his my brother's favorite color would be yellow, so he would make an Enderman who was yellow, but he would find like a material in Minecraft which is golden, which resembles yellow. He'll make this Enderman made out of gold, and he's like, okay, this Enderman needs to have weapon. And my brother's like favorite like weapon and shit for like gaming and shit, like when you can create your own fucking character, it would be the bow and arrow. And my brother's like second favorite color is blue, and that's the color of the Enderman's eyes. So you get the gist of it. There was a whole bunch of these different cool Endermen that he made and shit. Now, me, my brother, and my sister, all three of us were making our own independent stories using the OC characters. I'm here to just talk about mine. Now, mine, it consisted of a revenge war type of story between the Creepers and Endermen. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is later down the portion of the story that I never continued was the most interesting aspect that I've written in it. To explain context briefly, the main characters head off to fight the antagonists in the Nether, and they all die. Yeah, they all die, and in like my logic in my universe of Minecraft, like the Nether was pretty much like the afterlife for everyone in the universe. Now, there's only one way to leave the Nether and go to the normal world when you died, and that is to participate in a tournament where you get to fight other people just like you who died into a fight in the death. And whoever wins, yeah, gets to go back to life. That's the concept. Pretty cool, right? I believe that this is the best way to create new characters. With this setting, you can pretty much make a blank slate of a character, and then you add more upon them because you need to realize, like, oh, I need to make the audience care about this character. How do you do that? Well, I come up with the backstory later, and his backstory is his previous life, and this is my template of how I make characters. Now, I have a pretty underrated take. I think spoilers are not necessarily a bad thing. Now, if you disagree with me, you might as well click out the video because I'm about to fucking show spoilers to prove my point. A spoiler can tell you if you're going to be into what you're going into. If you see something that you don't like, you're not going to watch it. If you see something you do like and are interested in, you're going to look forward to watch it. There is absolutely nothing you can think of in a story that connects you more to a fictional character than their death. This is why, like, big, ambitious stories that do not have character deaths, I kind of see no point in watching because I'm not going to connect because there's no death in there, so I'm not going to be bothered to watch. And with this method, I've been able to just create three stories, like, on their own. Like with this premise here, basically, I labeled this like a Purgatory tournament. Like this could be a ultimate, huge, ambitious story. There's so much you could put in here because you're putting like 20 to 30 different stories just from 20 to 30 different contenders in the tournament, and then one of them you're gonna have to like go back to their life and change. Like they're all fighting for something they regret and failed to do in their past life. So yeah, like this can't be its own thing. Like I have to this is my little drawing board to create other such great inventions. And my three stories that I mentioned, they're not the most laid out, most structured, the most complete set of stories that they would be ready for Hollywood production or animation production. And those things, they take up too much money and a lot of people and a lot of time. So why wait for something that is most likely not going to happen and, spread out my ideas out into the world here through the internet. This is an idea I have. I'm really excited to show you guys what I have creatively as a writer.